Hello, I'm SammyP. Welcome to episode 8 of my Let's Voice series for Pathfinder Kingmaker. This is the series where I use the excuse of practicing my voice acting to justify playing video games. And it's been a while since I put up a video. It's been like 2 weeks. And I just realized looking back, I'm wearing the same shirt. So, I did change shirt in the last 2 weeks. I did, I promise you. But, very busy time. Got very busy. Also just quite warm. So all of a sudden, surprisingly, it's hot in summer in Australia. Who knew? Where were we? Last we were here, our trusty adventurers had just fought the Technic League, and it was a solid fight. I didn't realize at the time how many of my people were fatigued, which is, I guess, why they weren't charging anyone. And now I don't know. So I need to head back just to have a proper rest. I don't think I have the rations to do a rest here, but I don't think I can get back to Oleg's place in the state I'm in. Or maybe I can. So I also wanted to stop by at the, what was it? Get the potion ingredients. Maybe I'll have to just do that later. I'm going to try and go without resting. Oh. Which is probably a terrible idea. Where is out? Ah, there it is. Oh. The insidious henchmen of the ominous Technic League have disappeared into the thick wilderness of the mysterious stolen lands, but not for long. Soon, we'd be upon them. First, though, we'd have to pick up their trail. To do that, we tried to understand. Tried to understand, based on what we've seen, what kind of spell Kalana used to get away, and where it could bring her. We easily recognized that the spell used to flee had a small range, no further than 600 feet. We checked our surroundings in this range and quickly found the place she teleported to, as well as a trail leading from there. Inspired by our success, we tried to find anyone who could have seen these despicable people. This wilderness only seemed deserted at first glance. Wandering through the area went a few mushroom gatherers and hunters who told us where they'd seen our quarry. We hadn't discovered their exact position on their camp, but we were closing in. And after this, well, we followed the trail. Wow, that was awesome. 3 out of 3. The henchmen of the ominous Technic League were truly insidious, and the stolen lands a mysterious thicket. But true heroes think nothing of such things. We easily picked up the trail of these scoundrels and soon found their camp. I really hope, really hope that they're not going to immediately drop us into their camp, because we are not ready. We're not ready. Their camp is... Oh, that's the Temple of the Elk. And that's the Technic League encampment. Okay. That is the... Yep. That's where we want to go. I think I want to go back up through this way, though, because... I'm going to try and get back to Oleg's. Rest properly. Oak that strayed? This lonely oak in the heart of the pine grove looks like a wandering stranger in a foreign land. You've never... Oh, interesting. Oh, okay, more kingdom resources. Super useful. Oh, man, we got back. Okay. I don't know what that little symbol means, but I think it might mean that we're hungry. We're going to have a proper rest. Do we want to go to the Technic League? I think we want to go... Are exhausted. Yeah, no doubt. Okay. Let's get back and rest up, because... Listen, there's... Well, since you dispatched the bandits with such skill, maybe you can help us with another problem. There's a feral swine living here in the woods. Not a normal wild pig. We're talking about a vicious boar. As big as a bear and wicked as a devil. The locals call him Tusk Gutter. Many hunters have lost life and limb to him. Feckle Benson found his lair and went to kill the beast, but he came back with one leg. He put a bounty on the boar's head, and it looks like there aren't many heroes around. Well, there aren't any heroes around here bold enough to claim it. Maybe you will rid us of this monster. Hey! We're better than the local wussies, right? Want to bet I can chop this Tusk Gutter's snout with a single swing? Come on, let's find out! Alright. Alright. Let's go kill this Tusk Gutter. Amiri gives you a wide grin and slaps you on the shoulder. Right! That's the way I like it! Let's do it! In the morning, though. Let's do it in the morning. Because I'm so tired. There's a Linzi. We might talk to Linzi in the morning. Now, this is our stash. Is there anything I want to put in here? Oh, right. These can go in there. Meow. Magic stock. Let's get going. I thought we healed to full when we rested in the inn. Oh, God. Okay. Alright, that time I got to use all the healing spells. So hopefully everyone's okay. A halfling girl with tousled hair wearing a dusty traveler's outfit sits chewing the tip of a quill. Just a moment. How should I put this? Oh, I know! She scribbles something quickly in a notebook scrawled with verse, raises her eyes and gives you a bright smile. Oh, hi! Tell me about yourself. Verthan. Tell me about yourself. Oh, what do you want to know? Where are you from? Oh, I'm from all over. I was actually born in Galt, in such a tiny village that it's not even on the maps. If it weren't for my teacher, I'd still be living there, milking goats, weeding turnips, swilling homebrew, having babies, and using books only as kindling. Who was your teacher? Oh, he's a true saint. He was once an important person in the capital at the Church of Shellen. But he got in trouble with the authorities and went on a self-imposed exile to the tiniest, most god's-forsaken, priestless village he could find. The one where I was born. He wanted to open a school, but the villagers wouldn't let him. You can heal us all you like, but no putting any ideas in our children's heads. You'll only distract them from their work. But he did teach me on the sly. He taught me how to read, how to write. He gave me books, poems, legends. He was the one who told me about the Archknights of Verthan. And when I told him I was going on a journey, he gave me a magic ring so that Shellen would protect me from harm. Alright, Shellen is the one that Valerie was going to be a paladin of. However, I haven't seen him since I ran from home. I hope he's all right. I ask Shellen every day to grant him a long life and new students. I'm sorry, Archknights of Verthan. Who are they? You haven't heard of them? Oh, how can you be a hero without knowing one of the most epic stories in the history of stories? No, I won't spoil anything. You should just read about them yourself. Every single chapter. Their adventures are what gave me the idea for going on a heroic quest and writing about it to begin with. And now look at me. Here I am. On a heroic quest. So how did you become a bard? When I realized there was nothing for me at home besides more radish patches, I decided to run away. A traveling book peddler, Tessie the Quill, happened across our village. Well, I stuck to her like a burr and wouldn't let go until she agreed to take me as an apprentice. Together, we travelled everywhere, to Brevoy, to Talda, to even to Ustalav. And when I found out about the Academy of Great Arcs in Pitax, I thought, well, I love reading stories, so I can surely learn to write them too. I enrolled on my first try, and they even gave me a scholarship. Then they expelled me. That's okay. They'd already taught me all the important stuff, and now with Shellen's help, I can manage on my own. Ustalav. The immortal principality of Ustalav. Knights, fair maidens, heroic adventures, and righteous quests. These are the legends of old Taldor. Do you worship Shellen? Yes! No, not to offend the other gods, but she's the most important of them all. All the other gods guard the world as it is, but only the eternal Rose, the goddess of beauty, calls us to the world as it should be. Why are your clothes so messy? Linzi waves her hand carelessly. Oh, forget it. I can't waste money on looks. I'd rather buy books instead. In 100 years, when people are reading my works, they aren't going to ask whether the author had holes in her sleeves. I mean, it's not a bad point. Let me ask you something else. Of course. Please ask. I'd be happy to chat all day. So what's the deal with the ring you said your tutor gave you? This. Linzi holds her arm for you to get a clear view of the ring. It was a gift from my first teacher. It's magical. Imbued with the powers of Shellen, no less. When I get myself in troubles, it transports me to a safe spot. So, please don't be angry with me if I suddenly disappear from a fight. I'll wait for you here. Promise. Tell me about the book you're writing. What is there to tell? You've seen some of my rough drafts already, haven't you? It's a book about you and your adventures. I'm writing the whole truth just as it happened. Well, the whole artistic truth. You know, no glory, no story. So what kind of character am I? It's not easy to write about you. You are not like a normal hero from a book. Sometimes I even think you're a real villain. But it's not my place to judge you. That's for the readers. My task is to write the truth about you. The whole truth. You have an iron core. No matter what tricks fate throws in your path, you always know what's right and what's wrong. Some might say that's boring, but others will learn from you, from your strong character. How do you feel about me reading your work in progress? Well, these are only drafts. But of course you're welcome to read them. Just keep in mind that even if you don't like what I write about, I won't change a single letter. So don't even ask. These are drafts, but I'm not going to change a thing. I'd rather have a say on how my biography turns out. And I would prefer to turn every army barracks into a library and eat cream pudding for breakfast every day. But you can't always get what you want. That's even true for rulers. I like her. God. Well, why are you writing it? What's the point? Oh, when I was at the academy, Yobold the Insightful began his literature course with the question, what is a person? And he answered, a person is a storytelling animal. Our world does not consist of things. All these woods, seas, and cities, it consists of stories about those things. The stories we tell to ourselves and to each other. Just think about it. Centuries will pass and there'll be no more me and no you. All the subjects will be long gone, but you and I will live on in people's memories and influence their deeds. Thanks to this book. Well, let me ask you something else. I have to go. I'm not interested. Don't leave without me. Of course, I could just write whatever you tell me, but... Well, if I wanted to stay cooped up in a dusty room, I'd still be sleeping through lectures at the academy. I almost thought that was... Yeah, I'd still be sleeping through lectures at the academy. Sorry. Alright, got there. What was that? Was that a little dance? Alright. Good day to you. Do you need anything? I'd be happy to help. I don't know why both of these people have like a bit of a stutter. They're a bit kind of nervous. I found your ring, Svetlana. Kressel, the bandit woman who had it, tried to kill me and died in the fight. Svetlana sighs busily. I suppose I should tell you the truth about her. Kressel wasn't her real name. Her real name was Irina. Before all this, she was the daughter of my mother and her second husband, but my half-sister. I can't help but feel like everything that happened to her was my fault. She always had a wildness to her. She'd wander the streets, hanging out with a bad crowd, until the day she passed. My mother complained about Irina constantly. Back then, it was just cruel games and strange escapades. She never really hurt anyone back in Rostov. Her father didn't live much longer than our mother, so I decided to try and help Irina. I brought her here to the Stolen Lands. though Oleg was against it, and once here she immediately fell under the Stag Lord's influence. She never even needed to meet him. Stories and rumors from local hunters and bandits were enough to win her over. She would tell us how he was a real leader, unlike Restov's softies. Eventually she ran away, only to return under a new name with a pack of thugs to collect taxes from us. What's worse, she participated in the torture execution of prisoners alongside the Stag Lord's minions. Now, meeting such an end, I realize you did what you had to. Perhaps it's all for the best, but still. I wonder if everything could have turned out differently. Svetlana lifts her head. Thank you for returning my ring to me. I truly appreciate it. Now, if you don't mind, I'd like to be alone for a little while. And we got camping supplies with rations. Which exist where? Where are my camping supplies? Oh, camping supplies and rations times 14. Excellent. I might grab another 5. I don't know, maybe make it an even 20. Ah! Oh, that was upsetting. Ooh, okay. Nah, we'll sell those. Merchant will pay well for it. Merchant will pay well for it. Merchant. Merchant. Why are these in different sections? Is there a button that I can just hand over all the merchant will pay well for it stuff? Nope. Okay, well, here we go. Actually, probably should keep the written orders, I guess, just in case. Keep those just in case. Merchant will pay well. Merchant. Hold on to that one. Alright. Is there anything particularly want? Wait, do you sell? Cooking. Oh, a small bag of holding. Yes, that would be good. How much money do I have? Probably nowhere near enough. Okay. Right. Six more of those to make an even 20, so we can camp a couple of times. Deal. Why am I still overloaded? Oh, I'm overloaded. I'm gonna chuck some stuff back in. I don't know if that's accurate anymore. Alright. We'll get underway, and then I think that will be it for the episode. I'm going to save that just in case I've left that in the wrong box. Guess if I have... You're still not at peak capacity. Alright. Ow. Alright, where do we want to go now? Where is this Tusk person? Tusk person? It'd be good if we could, like, go this back up that way and get this on the way. Because we have to get these and go immediately back. That's useful. I think I'll go to the Temple of the Elk. All right. I don't think... maybe we'll do the... We'll see what the fight is. Chill. What are we fighting? Bandits. Bandits. Alright. I take it back. We'll do the fight. I was about to... Man, Amiri, when Amiri is on, she just cleans up. Now we're at medium? Really? I didn't realize her strength was so low. I'm stronger than Valerie. That's not good. Alright. Alright. Let's get to the destination. So this is a day's travel, so we're going to be tired by the time we get to there. We're going to have to rest again. Alright. I think that is where I'm going to end, and I think we'll go to the temple next episode. That was episode 8. I've been SammyP. If you've enjoyed the episode, please feel free to like, share, and subscribe. It's a wonderful way to help the channel. And if you didn't enjoy, I mean, the dislike button's right there. Constructive criticism is always appreciated, as are all comments, just no spoilers. Although I do appreciate Pathfinder tips, if you have any. But I hope you come back and join me for episode 9. We're going to go to the Temple of the Elk, and probably remember to keep resting these people. You know what this reminded me of? It reminds me of The Sims. Where it's like, I'm going to keep making sure they're not tired. I just suddenly realized I don't normally have to think about that in a lot of these more modern role-playing games. But in Pathfinder, you do. I kind of like it. Come back for episode 9.